Hello and welcome to episode one of JROCK'S Babylon News. Well, we just launched our channel this week, and just last night we posted the premiere episode, episode one of JROCK'S Review Show. Now, in episode one, part one, which went up just last night, we were talking about this fantastic new album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper. And in that episode, we talked obviously about a little background on who Alice Cooper is, the fact that this is the first album that the original Alice Cooper band has recorded in over 50 years. And we talked a lot about the packaging and how much I loved it. And then we also talked about the song Money Screams. That is my favorite song off the new album. And I got to tell you, folks, that it really is a great album. And, again, this was the premiere episode of our review show, JROCK'S Review Show. And what we're going to do with this show is each episode is going to be cut up into like four different parts. And each part will be reviewing whatever the topic is. It could be everything from a CD such as this. It might be a DVD, a movie, a book. It could be any number of things. But first of all, we want to do more than just saying, "Hey, great CD, go out and buy it." We want to really talk in detail about why we love the CD or the movie, whatever we're reviewing, or why we don't like it. The fact is, since this is a review show, we're reviewing stuff that I obviously like. I mean, I'm not going to do a show and tell you, "Hey, this album sucks," but but what I might do, is I might tell you, the cover is great, the packaging is great, but it only had like one or two great songs. But so maybe don't go out and buy it, check it out on YouTube. But that's not the case with The Revenge of Alice Cooper. And so each part, not only do we get in detail why we like it or what we do like and don't like, we really get into we really get into why we like it or not, and we tell you what's great about it, maybe what's not so great. So that is JROCK'S Review Show, and each time we do a different part of the episode. Like next time we're gonna do part two of this episode where we're talking about the Revenge of Alice Cooper. Okay, folks, and the thing is. Next time, we're going to get really specific about some of the songs. Now from watching the first part, like I said, Money Screams is my favorite song off the new album. And the thing about it is, it's just a great classic Alice song to me. It's got kind of a Department of Youth kind of vibe to it. And I really dig that song. Classic Alice all the way. And so the other thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be interviewing people. But since I just launched a channel, I'm in the process of booking people to interview. Now, my first person I'm going to be interviewing on JROCK'S Babylon is going to be Blastzone Mike Wilkerson. Now, Blastzone Mike Wilkerson, he is the A&R, one of the A&R people at Fire Rock music group. Mike also has the Blastzone Mike TV show on the Fire Rock YouTube channel. So when Mike comes on tomorrow, we're going to talk all about what he does at Fire Rock, his show, and a lot of other stuff that he has going on. So I'm real happy that Mike agreed to be my first guest to come on JROCK'S Babylon. Mike has co-hosted This Is Metal show with me in the past when my co-host Tom Collier was unavailable to do the show. Mike would come in and fill in for Tom. So that's a little of our background together. Now, this is the news we're talking about, kind of what has happened this week since we launched the channel. Well, just this last Friday, to get out and have some fun myself, I went to see the new Naked Gun movie and starring Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. And I got to tell you, the movie was funnier than I even thought it was going to be. I was a fan of original Naked Gun. Rest in peace, the late great Leslie Nielsen. Now, the funny part is Liam Neeson's character. It's not one of those movies they remake where somebody else is playing the lead character. No, obviously Liam Neeson is not playing the role of the starring role that you know he's the son of Leslie Nielsen's character, so he's Frank Drebin Jr. Pamela Anderson is back and hotter than ever, looking great. Her acting's great. She went away for a little while, kind of went underground. I hope Pamela Anderson does more movies. I mean, I can already predict there's probably going to be a Naked Gun 2. I mean, a follow up to this movie, and that would really be great. Um, Sometimes you don't know when they try to reboot a movie, but man, this was just as good as the original Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. So I love the film myself. And then just today, the news broke that the TV actress Loni Anderson, the late great Loni Anderson, yes, remember she was married to Burt Reynolds, but I think what most people remember Loni Anderson from, of course, WKRP in Cincinnati. Who was not a fan of that show back in the day? I sure was. That one of the I remember growing up back in being a kid of the 80s. That was one of my favorite all-time shows. Of course, that was a time when I was just getting into music, and it was to me, I thought it was really cool to watch a TV show about a fictional radio station, and you get to see how the radio station is run and stuff. All these great characters, all these great behind the scenes stories. Just it's a place you wish you could have worked, a place you wish you could go and visit. I'm talking about WKRP, and man, it was a fictional place, but we wished it was a real place. And one thing I loved about it is watching episodes. I remember seeing posters of Kiss and the Doors and the Eagles on the wall and things like that, and you heard your favorite songs being played in the background, and it's interesting because this, of course, was before a lot of the current entertainment laws and that. And what I'm talking about is when they released WKRP years later on DVD, they had to go. It was delayed in getting released to DVD because they had to go and change the music that was originally aired on the original broadcast because of the music rights laws. So they had to go and find music and get it okay to even put in the DVD. So that's a little kind of fun trivia for you about the history of WKRP. And again, as a kid of the 80s growing up, WKRP was one of those shows that I just loved. And it's interesting because the show wasn't on very long, but it sure did make an impact on many of our lives. And of course, talking about the late great Loni Anderson, who passed away today, there was no official cause of death given, but the lady was 79 years old, and I tell you, she still looked pretty good for her age. It's been years since she's done anything. She was retired, hadn't done much acting in years, but I tell you, WKRP too. She's about the fourth person that has passed away from the show. Previously, Howard Hessman, the great Dr. Johnny Fever, you remember him? And Herb Tarlick, the loudmouth, sleazy sales manager at the station, wore those loud plaid coats. Yeah, we remember Herb Tarlick. He passed away. I think the actor who played him was Frank Bonner. But the big guy, Mr. Carlson, Gordon Jump, he passed away a number of years ago of cancer, and he was a lovable, like I said, Mr. Carlson. And of course, Mr. Carlson's mother owned the radio station. She would come and check on her son and drive everybody crazy. But Mama Carlson, she was a rich old lady that liked to control things. Okay, but getting back to Loni Anderson, who played the lovable, the luscious Jennifer Marlowe. Now, the character of Jennifer Marlowe was very interesting because she was a secretary, and of course, her gorgeous long blonde hair, everybody just loved her. I remember as a young adolescent myself, just like thinking she was the hottest chick on TV, and I tell you, just gorgeous, just beautiful, and even the characters in WKRP, you could tell they were all hot to trot for Jennifer. I mean, especially Herb Tarlick, even though he was married, he was always making putting the moves on her. So again, sad to hear about the passing of Loni Anderson, and but I tell you, it brings back a lot of memories, and that's why I'm talking about this now. You might be thinking, hey, this is supposed to be a hard rock and metal channel, and it is, but what we like to do from time to time, especially since we're just launching the channel, we like to talk about what's currently going on in the news and what's going on in everybody's world, and things like this. Believe it or not, they affect us because as much as we're all about the hard rock and metal like this, I tell you, when somebody like Loni Anderson passes, it brings up a lot of memories from. I can really speak on my behalf. When I heard she passed today, WKRP, yeah, brings back some fond memories. So, folks, be on the lookout in the next couple of days for my interview with Blastzone Mike Wilkerson from Fire Rock. It's going to be a great interview. We're going to conduct the interview tomorrow, and then it should go up in the next day or two. So we'll see you. We'll see you in a few days. Take care, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.